Hello and welcome to day 104 of Facebook Live. I'm so proud of myself for being at 104, and I'm so proud of myself for doing my live yesterday because I had the blindfolds on and I was like, okay, going to bed. And I was like, girl, you did not do your Facebook Live. I was like, damn it. So, the beach that I went to, because we went to the beach. I was like, oh, I'll do it when I get back from the beach and all the things. I would have done it at the beach and just allowed myself to have the transmission there. But that beach has very poor service, like really bad, which is great because I get to completely disconnect. But I can't multitask if I want to, like with something like this. So I ended up forgetting, but I remembered. So very proud of myself that I'm not pushing my commitments and making my commitments like wobbly. And I talked about that last night, how it's so important to keep your own commitments for yourself, because when you can do that, you build trust within yourself and you are going to start to attract people that are in that same energy field, which leads me to this perfect and beautiful conversation that I want to have to you today about sacred union. And I wanted to have this conversation with you because I've heard the word loosely said in a way that is, that is not sacred union. Sacred union is just not a relationship with someone that you're in union with and that you really like and that you really care about. That's not sacred union. You can be married and not be in a sacred union relationship. Okay, you can be married and not be in a sacred union relationship. Sacred union is a very high frequency relationship. You can be in a conscious relationship and not necessarily be in a sacred union, although sacred union relationship does require you to be conscious in your, it's a definite requirement in your relationship. So I wanted to share this because when I work with women and when I use the word sacred union, I'm using that word very intentionally. And I'm going to describe to you what sacred union is and what it really takes to be in this type of relationship, because not everybody is going to want to do the work for this. Not everybody's going to want to do it. Some people are going to be okay with just like, oh, I'm okay with being in a relationship where, like I like you, you like me, we kind of fit each other's boxes here. We kind of check certain boxes. Like, let's go ahead and make this happen. And let's just stick together for the long term, even if we become somewhere along the road, not fully happy, but we'll try to like just walk around each other's shadows and things. And we kind of can last until we die. That doesn't make it sacred union. That makes it a relationship. That makes it two people who have an agreement on something, and that's it. Like they decided to stick with it. They decided to really use the word commitment and stick with it no matter what. Which pros and cons to all of that, right? Very good on your commitments, but the con to it, in my experience, or for me, is that it's not necessarily challenging your growth as human beings, and it's not changing the generational trauma, curses, and all the things in your relationship to create a better world, to create a new earth, right? That's what sacred union is about. It's creating a new earth, creating a new way of how you can operate in your world, in your life as a couple, what you guys actually create together in the world, the life of your dreams that you are building together in that, and how it influences your children and everyone around you. That's what sacred union is. Sacred union is a very high frequency relationship where bullshit is not allowed. It really is not allowed. It is not tolerated. It will spit you out. So sacred union is, I would put it, sacred union is the umbrella. It has like an umbrella, and it has so far the way that this may change because there's one part of the umbrella of that stems from it that I'm really not 100% sure how it operates, like the twin flame dynamic, because most twin flames dynamic that I've seen are very toxic and are very shadow based. I have seen only one example publicly that I'm like, I think this is what a twin flame looks like. I think this is Twin Flame, which is Danny Morel and I think they got married, I'm not sure. There's a podcast, and I was listening to their podcast because I love stories, and I love hearing, and I love hearing the growth, and I love saying like, yeah, girl, yup, you had to go through that, yup. And like, it's just, I love it. It's what I do. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm here for women and men who want to change their lives and really have the one, right? So when I heard them, I'm like, I think they are in that twin flame dynamic. And then you have the other one where it's like more of like a soulmate, where it feels more like home. It feels like you guys fit like this. It's so easy. It's so smooth. There's challenges, but you're willing to work through those challenges, and you're able to break through them without this huge giant fire that usually twin flames have. There's more like a fiery texture to twin flame, and soulmate has more of like this earthy groundedness to it, but they're both under this sacred union umbrella, and they both are the one. There is the one that you've been wanting, that you've been looking for in all of your work, all of your internal work. There is a match to that, and that person comes to you. There's nothing that you have to do to search to be someone else. Like, it's all you, and it's just like they come together. And this is two sovereign souls. This is for sure one of the definitions that I have here for a sacred union. Two sovereign souls coming together to create a better world together through their relationship, through their, not companionship, through their union. This is not about companionship. Do you have a companion? Yes, but this is not like, I just want a companion. Go and you're not for me. You're not for this work. Go somewhere else, because that's not what this is about. I feel like that's a little mean, but it's true. The work that I'm doing is, you are here to really, really heal so much that you create a level of love that feels like something from a movie, but even better. And there was something else I was going to say. I usually sidetrack myself. I think I talk sometimes too fast, where my brain cannot like keep up, or vice versa, where my brain is going, but my voice, because I end up losing track of where I was. So, yeah, it's not just companionship. Sacred union is two sovereign souls coming together for the greater good, for their own family, and for humanity and earth. And it's not because they say that. There's just a value within them that's instilled with them, where they're like, they get the bullshit. And they're like, the bullshit that's being programmed into the world, the conditioning into the world. And they're like, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I know that the life that I've lived, there's something better. There's something more to this. And you face your fears, you face your challenges, you face the hard things, even separating from family, separating from friends, from jobs, like really knowing that there is a better opportunity, there's a better way to live, and you may not necessarily know what it looks like, but you're here for it because you know it's available for you. Maybe you've seen little glimpses of things here and there, but you just know you're not willing to settle anymore. Sacred union is not about settling. These are two souls that are here to grow. They're here to evolve. There is no such thing as settling, and this doesn't mean that they're always challenging themselves so hard. Yeah, there's beauty where there's flow coming in, but when there's a challenge, they're willing to move past it. They're not wanting to stay complacent. They're not wanting to stay small. They're not wanting to stay within their insecurities or incapabilities or their shortcomings. They don't want to be in that. They don't want to, because they know it doesn't do any good for themselves as a woman or as a man, or for their partner, or for what they're birthing into the world if you have children. They want to set a better example for them. They want to set this example of, you can have the life of your dreams, and it starts with you first. You can have all of this. You can have this relationship. You can have this life, and it starts with you first. And we're facing our shit. We're facing our shit. So this is not about, sacred union is not about like, oh, like, these are like the energetics about it. There's other details involved in this, but this is like the energetics. So it's not like, I like you, you like me. That's the way I've seen it. Oh yeah, like with me and my sacred union partner, and like, and making sacred love. It's like, no, you're using the word a little too loosely here, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all, because that's when you start getting into these spaces that will manipulate this word, and I don't like that at all. So I want to be extremely clear with what sacred union is. It is a very high frequency. Is there only one for the rest of your life? I think so. I believe so. And the reason I say that, I'm like, I don't know, what if one partner dies earlier? Like, what's the next, or do they have another relationship? And if so, is that a sacred union? I don't have those necessarily data to share with you with that. My imagining, what I believe this looks like, is that this is the partner that's like the one that you do life, like your entire life with. I do believe they are meant to go all the way to the long run. But we'll see. We'll see if something happens as time unfolds and I see more evidences of maybe something different. But right now, that's the evidence that I have. So I do believe that there's just this one person that you're destined to be, that you feel that calling, you feel that yearning to do that, and you will go after that. You will pursue that urge that you feel inside. So yeah, the one. Sacred union is the one. I think that's all I have to say. Let me look at those notes. So yeah, it's an extremely high frequency, and you're forced to really face a lot of things. And not just within your relationship, but also within family, friends, work, and places, and everything. You can't stay small. This kind of relationship does not allow you to stay small. So that's the last things that I have to say. And that completes today's live. I'm glad I did it. Yes, 11 minutes. All right, that completes today's live. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Falling all over the place here. And I hope you have a beautiful Saturday. All right. Bye.